Well, hi everybody. Today's November the 16th, and I think I'm just going to give up on trying to make up the missing video. It just didn't happen. I'm working on things here at the house, and I just can't seem to catch up. So we're just going to count this video today as two videos. And in a way it is, because today what I want to talk about being thankful for is the seasons. Right now we're in fall here in Texas, or at least the area of Texas I live in. We don't have the same kind of seasons that people up north do, where it's very defined. It's kind of a running joke that you have first summer and second summer and then fake fall, and you go through these different times where the temperatures are just crazy, and we're in one of those right now. Leaves have started to change and are dropping. I have a tree in my backyard that's turning a gorgeous red. However, yesterday it was really warm outside, and this coming week it's supposed to be in the 80s. So it doesn't know it's fall, or at least not the same kind of fall people in New England would enjoy. So anyway, I want to talk about the seasons and why I am thankful for seasons. I'm really thankful for the seasons because I love summer. It's probably my favorite one. Obviously, I'm a teacher. I'm off in the summers, but also I just really like warmer weather. I don't like the cold. But even me, by the time that summer comes to an end, I'm kind of ready to see all of the fall things, fall decor and leaves changing colors and things like that. And then winter, I'm not a fan at all. For me, if we could just have Christmas cold and then it, got fallish again, I'd be good with that. So, but I am grateful for the seasons because God created those for a reason. The changing of each thing serves a purpose, and His design of nature is just incredible. And how anybody, that loves science can look at the things in nature and just think, well, that all happened by chance. That's not even scientific to me. It's obvious to me that that was a very specific plan. Everything just fits together so perfectly. So I'm grateful for God creating the seasons for us to enjoy. And if you don't like hot weather, then you wait a little while, and then you've got fall and winter. And if you don't like winter like me, wait a little while, you get spring and summer. And I have a lot of really fond memories of spring because that's the time when I really think about my grandmother. She used to do a lot of planting, and for some reason, when the springtime comes around, just the smells and the sights and everything just make me think of her. Summer makes me think of just my childhood, running around outside, eating popsicles, going swimming. Fall, I do think again of like my parents and Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house, and then later on Thanksgiving at my parents' house, and then of course winter. Christmas Eve is always our family get together, and so I just think of these big family get togethers we had in the winter and the few times we would get snow and how exciting that was. So that's the first part of my thankfulness. Now the second thing kind of goes with that, because the same way that God designed these seasons for the world, for nature, I feel like we have seasons in our lives. And so we start out as kids and very innocent, and people making decisions for us, going to school, trying to make friends, all that kind of stuff. Really not a lot of big worries. We think we have worries, but we don't have a clue. No bills to pay or anything. And then kind of the exciting time of getting out of high school, and now what are we going to do? And then with me, pretty much not too long out of high school, I'm married, and then that's a little season of life, just being a newlywed and trying to navigate all that, and then having kids. and when your kids are little. And with us, it was, they were always sick. They were always sick. We were always sitting in a doctor's office. And so just the worrying about your kids. And then in between times when maybe everybody was well for a short period of time, just creating memories with them. And then as they got older, those different times dealing with, elementary age kids and running around and doing all of the different things. And we didn't do a lot of sports, but we did baseball a little bit. And my daughter did gymnastics. And just all of that busyness, just busy. And then I was trying to work for part of that time. Once my youngest were in school, I was working. And so then now you've got teenagers, and that is a whole season in and of itself. If you've got teenagers, that's a challenging time. And then now, they're all grown. It's just a different season for me. Like, as I'm aging, I kind of embrace each season. I really don't. I know some people, like, aging kind of gets to them. It's not like that for me, really. I know that I change in my looks and the way I think and everything, but I'm trying to just embrace that, because that's God's design. In the same way that the world goes through changes, so do we as his creation also. And so I wanted to read a Bible verse. It's a very famous verse, and it comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and it starts with verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And so that really just explains it so well, that there's a time for everything. And so I want to share a song about changing and kind of just changes in our lives and going through these different changes in our lives as we age. That's what I think this song is about, and I hope you enjoy it.